As most of you probably know, Markiplier is a creator named Mark Fischbach who owns one of the most successful YouTube gaming channels, totaling nearly 30 million subscribers. Through his history on the site, he's created thousands of videos and many of which have gone missing. But yesterday, on November 13th, 2020, that number increased greatly with the deletion of his secondary account, known as Unus Annus, which is why I'm sure a great deal of you are watching this video right now. But bear with me, because there's a lot more deleted content scattered across his backlog before then. Many of you may know that the main Markiplier channel we see today was not his first account on YouTube, but rather it was another channel by the same name that was created 3 months earlier, but abandoned due to having its monetization ability revoked. This time under the handle Markiplier Game rather than Markiplier, since at this point YouTube required users to have original names, but changed it to just Markiplier once this rule was no longer enforced. When making the jump between channels, Markiplier privated all the content and mirrored it to his new channel to draw traffic in. But not everything was carried over following the jump.
So, with that being said, I thought that I would take a little walk down memory lane and take a look at my old channel. Literally, this is my old channel. I talk about this a lot, but I never go here. You can still find it if you go to youtube.com/user/Markiplier instead of youtube.com/Markiplier. But this is my old channel, and I wanted to take you behind the scenes and actually show you some videos that have never seen the light of day again since I restarted. Either way, this channel is gone, and here are the videos that are immortalized in time. And I want you guys to look at this because this was over 5 years ago. I actually set these videos to private, and so the likes and the number of views all are frozen in time.
The total number of videos posted to the channel in the end was 225. So, to see what was missing, I went back and combed through the playlist tab of the old channel and compared it to the content that exists in the far back corner of the current account. Nearly every series he had done has a new playlist on the main channel where each installment was reposted. For a bit, I thought his highlight videos were gone, but it turned out he'd re-uploaded all 11 of them at once and just forgot to give them a new playlist. Based on everything I'd found, 206 out of the 225 videos were reposted. And today, the announcement video telling people to subscribe to the new channel is the only public upload that remains. So in total, 18 videos are missing, one of which Mark himself reacts to later in the video I just played.
But there's something here else that I wanted to show you. Here it is. 1 month of doing Let's Plays. What does that mean? I have not seen this video since I posted it. I have no idea what I'm going to say here, and also you'll see how baby I am, but it's still here.
As for others, the playlist tab helped me narrow down that 7 of them were Penumbra Requiem Let's Plays, but other than that I'm not sure. But as a side note, the playlist tab also revealed the existence of several collab series done with smaller YouTubers on games such as Minecraft, Serious Sam 3, and Dead Island, some of which are still online today and have episodes with less than 1,000 views. And on the main channel, another curious oddity in the playlist was one called Markiplier Project 20k Subscriber Special. Housing only one privatized video, I checked its URL and found that it was in fact saved by the Wayback Machine. Although it was nothing more than a compilation of fans talking about the positive aspects of Mark's videos and put up on a group channel they made. It wasn't Mark's channel, so it technically doesn't count as lost media, but his friends Bob and Wade did both appear in it and give their thoughts as well. As time passed, Mark would release thousands of new videos over the course of years, and his channel would grow exponentially. Along the way, some were taken down, but by this point in time, he was in the spotlight enough to have others ready to repost anything that went missing. Examples include his Amnesia custom story The Dark Room video, which was reposted by a fan, and his Must-Aid charity livestream, which was reposted in parts by another fan. In my search, I also discovered an Octodad video simply called Octodad Wrecking Ball, which was saved by the Wayback Machine but never re-emerged on its own. Although it's nothing more than Mark's Octodad gameplay set to the music of Miley Cyrus's Wrecking Ball. But sometimes, videos that go missing are ones he never intended to post in the first place. For example, Mark has made several accidental Twitch streams, usually when intending to record another way. He once streamed on his girlfriend Amy's Twitch channel instead of YouTube in 2017. That same year, he also streamed Tending the Crops, where his facecam and gameplay were side by side at max resolution, which had no mic audio since this was being recorded separately. This is important because this is how Mark's raw Let's Play recordings are made before they reach the editing phase. So in this case, rather than recording this footage as a video file, he instead unintentionally streamed it onto his Twitch channel. Fans even took this stream and attempted to sync up the audio from the edited version that he released shortly after. He made a similar mistake on YouTube on September 30th, 2016 when trying to put up his Vivo Let's Play. Once ready to be posted, he inadvertently put up the raw, uncut version instead. He noticed this after a few minutes and took it down, replacing it with the edited version, but technically, since it was up for a few minutes, it still counts as lost media. Like the aforementioned stream, this too has no mic audio, but for the fun of it, I decided to combine the two versions and put the audio back onto the unedited version.
Hello everybody, my name is Markiplier and welcome to Lost in Vivo, a horror game that's supposed to capitalize on feelings of claustrophobia. So if you are claustrophobic, buckle up, because this is going to be a fun ride.
Funnily enough, syncing up the raw recording with the finished Let's Play wasn't hard, since there were only 4 cuts made throughout the video. Mark also uploaded How Viral Videos Are Made, which was a joke skit of him typing on the computer. It was deleted not too long after, although eventually was set to public mode again for unknown reasons. And of course, we can't forget the time YouTube themselves struck him and Critical for using footage of a group of people dressed in costumes pretending to beat up a guy in traffic, resulting in the takedown of Mark's Try Not to Laugh challenge number 2.
Last night, I received my first ever YouTube strike, and it was for violent and graphic content. I can't show you the clip in question because obviously if I did, they would just take it down and give me another strike, but I can summarize it for you. Imagine SpongeBob, Mickey Mouse, Scrat from Ice Age, and some purple bunny that I'm not familiar with, all ganging up on some unsuspecting Russian guy and beating him up in the middle of the road. It's horrifying. It's terrifying. Which is why it was in my Try Not to Laugh challenge video. Specifically, Try Not to Laugh number 2. If you go search for that video, it is no longer there. I am very sorry.
But of course, this was soon resolved and the video was reinstated. Now, while there may be a few videos that were set to private, he has tons of unlisted ones as well, most of which being member-exclusive streams or segments of his interactive video series like A Heist with Markiplier and A Date with Markiplier. But from here, things are a bit weird. As I said, most of you who would be watching a video titled Markiplier's Lost Videos are probably waiting for me to address the elephant in the room, his second channel known as Unus Annus.
We live our lives taking each second for granted.
But what would you do if you knew how much time you had left?
Unus Annus.
1 year.
This channel, much like all of you, has a limited amount of time.
And every day we march ever closer to this channel's inevitable doom.
That means we'll be uploading every single day until the clock strikes 0.
And then it's game over.
Bye-bye.
Finito.
Finished.
Curtains.
Gone, gone.
Night-night.
Dead.
Forever.
Make no mistake, this doesn't mean that we'll just stop uploading.
When time runs out, we will be deleting this channel and every single video on it.
And you'll never be able to see them again.
Because much like death, you can't take it with you.
And all we'll have is the memories.
Yes, Unus Annus was created to be online for exactly 1 year as an example of the inevitable mortality of all things, and will have been deleted on November 13th, 2020, 1 day after the video you're watching goes up. Now, aside from the content on this channel, Mark has also deleted several videos on his main channel in honor of Unus Annus.
This video will be deleted in 1 day, in honor of Unus Annus's 1 month anniversary. Where did the time go? 1 month come and gone, and only 11 left to go.
But aside from that video, fittingly titled, "This video will be deleted in 1 day," Mark also deleted other older videos from his backlog to hammer in the message of Unus Annus. One such video was Get Swole, Get Douche, Get Laid Douchebag Workout, deleted by Unus Annus' co-host Ethan, and 3 AM at the Krusty Krab, deleted by Markiplier himself on stream.
Classic YouTube studio. 3 AM at the Krusty Krab. Checked. Actions. Delete. Gone. Gone. Big ripperoni. Big rip and a half. Hate to see it go. Sad to see it leave. But that's the way it goes sometimes. Sometimes you have to remember that not everything is going to stay around. Not me, not YouTube, not the internet as we know it. Everything changes, yes, but nothing's permanent. Keep that in mind. Unus Annus is going to continue for a long time, so if you want to enjoy it, you have to enjoy it now.
Now, there's one major flaw in this. Sure, times change, people die, videos get deleted, and so on, which does hurt. But honestly, creating a channel with the expectation of deletion from the start does nothing but ensure that that content will survive and that viewers will not move on. As you might expect, many people have archived the videos on this channel, so much so that a complete rip exists of all the content in a folder posted to archive.org. And I imagine this is what a lot of you may have been looking for. I'll link it below. It might not be a bad message, but Mark's experiment loses its punch when you realize almost nothing on the internet is truly gone, even when their creators want to be. But as for me, this is usually the point in the video where I talk in depth about how I tracked a lot of this down, or what the meaning behind the deletions are. Although since the content still exists at the time of me making this video, I can't do that. Plus, Mark has been abundantly clear about why these deletions are occurring, that the reasoning doesn't need to be explained either. And on top of it all, the channel's already being archived by other people, so there's no need for me to even try to grab it. So what's there left to say? Well, I figured I'd end things off by taking a tour of the channel itself while I still can. After all, the videos might get saved, but the channel itself won't, and if you're looking to see it now that it's gone, consider this a way to do so. I've never interacted with it before prior to making this video, so I'm gonna take Mark's advice, because if he's right about one thing, it's that you should enjoy things while you can.
It doesn't really matter that someone re-uploads a video. I mean, it matters to us because we don't want that admin, but it doesn't matter because there will be no heart behind it. The experience of joining us for the year of Unus Annus is what makes it special, and that's what I love about it, is because it's temporary. And if you don't live in the moment, you will miss out on what made those videos special. Because at the end of the day, it's just content. That's all it is. We're making good content, and I think it's really funny stuff, but at the end of the day, the videos are just videos. But living that year with us as we're doing it, that's the experience that I want people to focus on.